The most self-aware women do not chase attention, control, or validation. They operate from a place of deep understanding. Carl Jung believed that awareness is the foundation of transformation. To know yourself is to hold power that cannot be taken away, because it doesn't depend on anyone else. The self-aware woman does not seek to be admired, she seeks to be real. She has looked into her own mind, confronted her fears, and discovered that confidence is not performance, it is alignment. In a world that rewards appearance over depth, she stands apart. Her calm presence unsettles those who live on the surface, because she reflects what they avoid seeing. This video explores the 6 defining marks of the self-aware woman, the psychological signs Jung hinted at that reveal her inner authority, emotional intelligence, and spiritual strength. The first mark of a self-aware woman is her ability to see herself without illusion. She does not hide behind excuses or blame others for her emotions. Instead, she observes her thoughts, reactions, and desires with clarity. Jung believed that true growth begins when we turn inward and confront the unconscious, the hidden motives that shape our behavior. This process is not easy, it requires brutal honesty. Most people run from their shadows, but she faces hers. She understands that awareness without denial is liberation. Because of this, she is less reactive, more centered, and capable of understanding others deeply. Her strength lies not in perfection, but in awareness, knowing her limits, her wounds, and her truth. This mirror of consciousness becomes her greatest tool for peace and transformation. The second mark is her quiet rejection of performance. In a world built on appearances, she refuses to shape herself for approval. She does not need validation to feel valuable. Jung believed that the more we identify with the persona, the mask we show the world, the more disconnected we become from the true self. The self-aware woman breaks this pattern. She speaks honestly, moves authentically, and is unafraid of being misunderstood. This refusal to perform is not rebellion, it is alignment. It comes from knowing that integrity holds more power than attention. Her calm detachment often confuses others, yet it commands respect. While most people seek to be seen, she focuses on being. Her authenticity becomes her magnetism, drawing people who sense the strength that comes from inner freedom. The third mark of a self-aware woman is her capacity to see too much. Awareness is both her gift and her burden. She reads emotions that others hide, senses tension behind polite words, and understands patterns before they unfold. Jung called this the expansion of consciousness, the moment one begins to perceive life without filters, but such clarity comes with weight. She often feels mentally exhausted by how deeply she notices everything. While others live in distraction, she cannot unsee the truth. Her awareness forces her to carry responsibility, to think before reacting, to choose understanding over judgment. This can be isolating, but it also makes her wise. Over time, she learns that awareness is not meant to drown her, it is meant to guide her. Through balance, her perception transforms from burden to intuition, a power that helps her navigate life with precision and calm. The fourth mark is her relationship with solitude. She doesn't fear being alone, she seeks it deliberately. In solitude, she hears her own mind clearly, beyond noise, opinions, and expectations. Jung believed solitude was essential for individuation, the process of becoming whole. The self-aware woman understands this. She withdraws not out of avoidance, but to realign her energy. Crowds drain her, while silence restores her. In her quiet space, she reflects, creates, and heals. Yet solitude can also test her, it confronts her with her own thoughts and emotions. But she accepts that growth demands stillness. Her time alone becomes a spiritual discipline, not isolation. It refines her clarity and deepens her emotional strength. When she returns to the world, she carries a calm that cannot be faked, the calm of someone who knows herself beyond distraction. The fifth mark of a self-aware woman is her inner authority. She no longer waits for permission to be who she is. Her confidence does not come from external success or validation, it comes from alignment between her values and her actions. Jung described this as the integration of the inner masculine, or animus, which gives a woman clarity, discipline, and purpose. The self-aware woman trusts her instincts, speaks with conviction, and makes decisions guided by self-respect. This power is calm, not aggressive, firm, not controlling. People sense it before she even speaks, yet, this strength was not gifted to her, it was earned through self-discovery and struggle. Her authority is quiet but undeniable, rooted in experience rather than image. And because she leads herself, she cannot be easily led by others. Her life becomes her statement, that true power is internal, not imposed. The sixth and final mark is her awakened voice, the expression of her truth. Deep down, she feels called to share what she has learned, not to impress, but to awaken others. Jung believed that when an individual becomes conscious, it naturally transforms the collective. The self-aware woman carries this influence through her words, art, or quiet presence. Her voice carries weight because it is born from understanding, not opinion, yet, she often fears visibility, afraid that truth will isolate her. But once she accepts that her insight is meant to serve, not to be hidden, her voice becomes transformative. People may not always understand her, but they feel her authenticity. This is her ultimate power, not dominance, but resonance. She doesn't just speak truth, she embodies it. And through that embodiment, she becomes a mirror of awakening for everyone she meets. If you recognize these marks within yourself, the awareness, the solitude, the inner authority, and the voice that won't stay silent, know that you are not ordinary, you are part of a quiet revolution happening within consciousness itself. Jung believed that true change begins with one awakened individual, and that awareness is the seed of evolution. The self-aware woman does not need to fight for power because she is power, grounded, self-directed, and free from illusion. Her journey is not about perfection, it is about presence. She transforms by knowing herself so deeply that the world can no longer define her. In an age addicted to performance, she is the reminder of what real strength looks like, calm, honest, and deeply rooted in truth. So ask yourself, how awake are you willing to become? Because the moment you see yourself clearly, the world begins to change with you.